everyone. Welcome to Colorful Pages. Today we are going to learn a very interesting thing. I will be teaching you all how to customize and paint with fabric colors your own kurta. So without any further ado, let's get started. I will be explaining you about the material in the process itself. But the first thing which we require now is one kurta. So here you see, instead of kurta, I have taken a beautiful maroon color silk cloth. Now this I took 2.5 meters according to the length of my shirt because I am making it for myself. And I went to the tailor. I told him to cut the kurta into 4 pieces. I'll show you what all 4 pieces, right? So the first, I told him to take out sleeves for me. So like this, he has cut and given me, you can see, 2 sleeves, right? After this, I also require the front and the back of kurta, which the tailor has given me like this. See, so this rectangle piece, which you can see, is the front side of my kurta, the front length, and the other rectangle piece which he has given me, is cut and given me, is the back side of my kurta. So like this, I have with me now 4 pieces. This is the front, this is the back, this is first sleeve, and this is my second sleeve. So 4 pieces like this. I went to the tailor, I requested him to cut for me and give it to me, and this is what he has given me, right? Now after this, what I need, this cloth which I have taken is silk. I have used silk fabric here. After this, what I need is one design. So here what I have given, this design. This design I have selected for my kurta. What I have done is, I have taken this design from Google itself, and I went to the market and I got this design into 3 different sizes, that is reduced the size. So it is very simple. You just need to go to a person who does photocopy and you can just ask him to reduce the size and give you 2-3 printout of the same design. So I'll show you what he has given to me. So like this, same design into 3 sizes. I'll show you all 3. See, right? So same design into 3 sizes like this. Very easily you can take out the main one from the Google and you can go to the photocopy person and request him to give you 3 sizes. Okay. Other than this, what I need is this is a tracing paper. Okay. And I need carbon paper. Now carbon paper, I have selected yellow carbon paper. You can see it looks like this, yellow carbon paper. This is the front, okay, and this is the back. Why I'm saying this is the back? Because here it works, okay. So for me, this is the front, and I will be using, of course, the basic stationery. That is one marker I am using, I am using one normal pen. It should not be a gel pen, right? I'll be using one pencil and this is examination board or any cardboard, hardboard, anything. You need to have a solid surface, plain, smooth and solid surface at the back. So just for that, you need anything which is plain and hard. The first thing I'm going to teach you now is how to transfer this design onto the tracing paper and then followed by transferring it on the cloth. Right? This, I have taken this design. This design basically I want to paint on the back of my kurta, right? So I've taken the size to be a slight bigger one. So this I will attach here on the clipboard like this, and my tracing paper also I will attach to my clipboard like this. See, and very clearly the design is visible from here. So the simple process is just take a black marker or a black pen, whatever you have at home. Otherwise a pencil will also work fine. And this is how you can trace the design. See, clearly the whole pattern is visible. So the problem of bad sketching is also resolved here. If you feel you don't sketch nicely, then actually you don't need to sketch very nicely for doing this creative work. Very simple this fabric painting is, and what a pleasure in self-designing your own kurti. And let's see all this in a time lapse. So very easily these two designs which I needed, one for back and one for front. Okay, this I have shown you how I have copied from the paper on the tracing paper. Next step is to transfer this design on the cloth, but for that we need to have some planning. Planning means where you want this design to be placed on your kurti, on your fabric. So what I want my design on the kurti to be like spread at equal places on the front of the kurti, right? And on the back I just want one big right in between my shoulders. At the back I just want one big pattern. That's it. Same I want on the sleeves also. Okay, but how to transfer this on the cloth, I will tell you very easy trick. Okay, so just stay with me and see how I do it. Now starting for tracing the design on the fabric, what I am taking is the fabric I am taking vertically, lengthwise. Okay, you can see, and vertically I am folding it in half. You can see now like this, I am folding it in half. Okay, and keep it down. Use an ironing table for this because it will be very helpful, and very easy method I am telling you how to, without making any ugly marks of pencil or tailoring chalk, how you can design your you can transfer your design on your fabric. Just take an iron. Please see, it should not be very hot, should not burn your cloth. Check, and then keep on ironing it like this and make a crease. Check that your cloth is folded half nicely. Okay, should be nicely folded half like this. Keep on making crease. You are going to actually work on the crease. This method of transferring design on the fabric is really easy, and plus any kind of stains will not be there. Any kind of ugly pencil mark or chalk mark will not be there. And you are of course saving resources also, no? Unnecessary buying things and then wasting it. So with minimum things, how you can do well, that is important. Like this, see, I am making a nice crease. And same thing I will do. I will once again fold the fabric lengthwise only, like this. See how I folded. But just make sure when you're folding that all the folds, they are correct. You can use some all pins also. Sometimes if you are not very sure that this cloth is slipping or something, you can use some all pins here to tuck the cloth, and later on you can remove that. See, but my cloth is doing fine, so I don't have any problem. I'm not using any all pin. See, now again I'm folding and I'm ironing, trying to make crease. Keep on checking also that your cloth is not slipping here and there, and keep on ironing. You need to have a nice crease. It's a very interesting, very simple, very easy painting. And you are going to prepare a designer suit for yourself like this. And finally, once again, once again, same way I'm going to fold my cloth like this. This I'm doing, I'm repeating the front side of my kurta. So like this. Be careful when you are doing this, because this is now a thick fold and the chances of cloth slipping here and there is more. So be very careful now when you are doing this. Keep on checking that all the folds are at the correct position and make a nice crease. Now after this I am going to fold the cloth like this, that is horizontally, see, like this, and again here you can see from here it is folded, so I will again iron here to make a nice good crease. Same process again, like this we'll fold and iron here nicely. So the problem of measuring, the problem of using tailoring chalk, pencils or fabric markers will not be here anymore. Easy way. Now just open it, because, or I can do like this also. No, I think like this. You have a crease here, so I will fold half till here. So this side you can see I have made nice crease, and I'll open the flap, and this is the half now. So now from the other side I am folding, because I don't want this is going to become a very thick layer and it may go here and there, so I don't want very thick layer of the cloth to be folded in one go. Okay, so I am dividing like this. Just hold for a while so that you get these points nicely marked. Once it is done, you can see nice crease coming here. I will fold it back again once in the center, because while doing this process this crease was little gone, so I want to do it again. And you can leave your iron, and when you will open, you will see, you will get proper marks. I hope you can see these marks on the cloth. Yes, and this is the place where your design will be placed. See, I open the entire thing because I want an all over design. You can see. Yes, and how easy it is. Now right on these points you can trace your design. Finish, and your problem is solved. Work gone very easily. Yes, so let's do this in further the video. This is my sleeve, and you can see this up curve here, right? This area is the shoulder. Okay, this is going to connect here, right here on the shoulder, and this is the base area, okay, from where your hand will come out. This is that area. Again the same process, I will fold it from the center, right from the center. You can see like this I folded, and I am going to iron it and make a crease. Be careful when you are using iron, please do not burn your cloth. Okay, you can also use a handkerchief on top of your cloth to iron. Check that your iron should not be very hot. Do not burn your cloth. I am repeating that. And once more you can fold it. Now please see here. See how I am folding. I am using this edge. Okay, this edge of the cloth here. This I am keeping on this, right? So like this I am keeping, and please see from here, from the place where your hand is going to come out, this should be straight. It should not be turned. So like this you keep, and just correct the position with your hand and iron it. So you're going to get some crease here also. now fold it this way. And iron. One more fold and iron. See, if your position is lost somewhere in between, you can just correct it with your hand and you can iron again. It's not a big issue. Like this. So now I'll open and show it to you. On the sleeve also you got the correct marks. See how easy it is. So simple. Without any measurement, without using any scale, without using any measuring tape. Just with the help of an iron, you are able to get the correct location where you are going to set your design. So we will start coloring now, and I will be showing you the material which we require for coloring. So the next step now, we will be needing for this, the material is one examination board, or if you don't have an examination board, you can use a cardboard, hardboard, or a register also. I need this examination board just to ensure that I have a flat and a hard surface underneath my cloth. That's it. So whatever is available to you, please use that. Now this is the front of my kurta, the front piece of my kurta which I had ironed and showed you. Same piece, this one. And this is the small design which I am using. I want to transfer this design on my kurta as an all over print. So this is the small one which I am using for my kurta, the front side, and the bigger one which I had traced, this I will use for the back side of my kurta. But I am starting with the smaller one. I will show you this first. Now another very important thing is how to use this carbon paper. See, this is the back side of the carbon paper. You can see this side, okay, there's some print over here, and this is the front side of the carbon paper. This is a yellow carbon paper. So whenever we are tracing something on a dark material, we use light carbon paper. If our cloth is light color, then we will use a dark carbon paper. But here in this case, my cloth is light color, so my cloth is dark color, so I am using a yellow color carbon paper. So I'll open the cloth, and as you can see, I am opening it vertically like this. The entire cloth I am going to open. See, and you can see the crease is coming very clearly. Yes, okay, and I will keep this like this on my clipboard here, and I will work on these joints. Can you see this joint? So this joint followed by a pattern on this joint, and so on. So one I will do, one I will leave, one I will do, one I will leave. Okay, so this is the method in which we will make the pattern in a diagonal way. Later on you will understand what I mean by the diagonal way in which we are making the pattern. So first thing which we are going to do is this carbon paper we will place here, but you need to ensure that this area is very neat and clean. Now I feel my carbon paper is too big, so what I will do, I will cut my carbon paper like this, because I don't need such a big carbon paper. I have a very small design, so I will take out a piece of carbon paper. Why to unnecessary carry such a big carbon paper, unnecessary. And one more cut, roughly I am cutting. There is no measurement of this. Just make sure that this carbon paper, your design is covered. So like this I am checking. See, my design will be there on the carbon paper. Perfect size of the carbon paper. Another thing, you are seeing this design please see this is one imaginary line which I am creating here, which goes across my design. Can you see? Yes, this line, I hope it's visible. Now when you are placing your design, okay, so here this point I will place this tip, okay, and this line, can you see this crease? It should match with this, and down this crease it should match with this line. So if you're going to do like this, then your design will never be, you know, here and there. It will always be correctly placed. So let me check like this. See, this is the point. Here I am placing this point, this side of my design. See, like this I am placing, like this. And now you see that, can you see this line is matching with this crease? Yes, and this pencil line is matching with this crease. That means the location of my design is just perfect. Now little I will hold my paper like this, and I will put this tracing paper underneath. Now please see, I am putting the front of the tracing paper, this carbon paper, okay, this is the back of the carbon paper where it is printed, touched to the back of the tracing paper, and this is the front of the carbon paper which is touching to the cloth. All right, like this. So just to ensure once again that the entire carbon paper is under the design, otherwise your design will not print. So you can see also, can you see the carbon paper here and here? That means carbon paper has covered the entire pattern, the entire design. Now I will show you one like this, how I am tracing or transferring the design onto the cloth, the silk cloth which I am using, and the rest I will show you in time lapse. So little bit I will show you right now how it is done. You need to press it little hard. And can you see the pattern? See, there is something which I need to tell you right now, is that I had been using this yellow color. This is a little darker yellow color carbon paper, and when I turned it to show it to you, then I can definitely see the mark, the design traced here, but I was unable to show you because of, I don't know, light or something. It was not so light. Now I got another tracing paper. This is white tracing paper, same type, but this is lighter than the yellow one. Okay, so I'm using this now. I'll keep this tracing paper here down under the design, and will show you how easy it is to work with this lighter one. Just give me 1 minute to show you one sample, and you will understand why I changed the color of the carbon paper. Actually, while recording, this yellow carbon paper is not visible to you. That is the reason why I changed into a lighter shade of carbon paper, and now I am using a white carbon paper. So let me finish drawing the entire design once, and I will show you how simple and easy this transferring of design is. And then we will see the later part in a time lapse. So we are almost finishing it. So here it goes. Last pattern and done. Now you see how it will be transferred. See, isn't it simple and easy? Yes. and you see the motif, how neat and clean this has been transferred on your fabric, without going to the market, without rushing for tracing from the shopkeepers. You can do all this directly at ease of your home. Now we'll see the next design in a time lapse, but I just want to remind you again that this is a big pattern, so I will be leaving here one box. See, one box I covered, this one. Now this one I will leave and I will do on this one. So same way the entire cloth I am going to cover, just the alternate I am going to use. And when I go to the second line, in between these two I will be doing this point. Okay, then you will see that diagonal, the design is going to come diagonally on my cloth. So this is how it's going to be done, which we are going to witness in a time lapse. So you can see now how the design has been transferred to the front side of my kurta, and I'm just trying to show you like this. Neatly the design has been transferred here on the front side of the kurta. Now I will show you the back side, how I'm going to transfer the design on the back side of my kurta. Again the same things I'm using, this examination board. This what I'm showing you now is the back side of my kurta, and already I have ironed it, so the center of this, the width of the kurta is here, so this is the center. Now what I'm doing, because I don't want a very deep neck from the back, so roughly around 4 inches, okay, from here roughly around 4 inches, which is coming somewhere here. Alright, so somewhere here I will make a mark with pencil. Otherwise you can see it is about 5 finger space from the top. Okay, roughly 5 finger space from the top. So just keep the cloth like this. Now same thing I am doing here, marking the center of the design. See, with the help of a scale you can mark, otherwise you can just draw a line just right through the center of design. And the same way, but now what, this point you will match with this tip. Okay, so what I'm doing like this, and you see across, is it going straight? Yes, it is going quite straight. So from here, and you can also see, again I am repeating, see the carbon paper which I am using, this is the number 5010. Okay, this is Korea's 5010 number, so it is a light yellow, almost white color. So again I am repeating, this side has to be on the top, the printed one. So placing it right under the design, same process, slide it down inside, ensure that the tracing paper is covered the design nicely, and same way you have to trace it down. This is a very simple, easy to do fabric painting, and with this you can wear, when you're going to wear this is going to look like a party wear dress, self-designed, self-customized, a party dress which you are going to prepare. So like this, simply you have to move your pencil on the design. You can use a ball pen also instead of pencil, but please remember, do not use a gel pen. If you will use a gel pen, your tracing paper will be spoiled and you will not be able to reuse it. If you want to reuse the tracing paper many times without any problem, please remember to use either pencil or a ball pen. Kindly do not use a gel pen. Almost we are now done with the design. Just it take few minutes to do it. You can just turn like this and see. See, my design is right at the correct position. I don't want the back side to be very heavy, so I am satisfied with only one design here. Now we will start tracing the design on the sleeves. Now let us start transferring the design on the sleeves. This is the sleeves which I had ironed and showed you how to mark. Now I am opening it. So 2-3 things you need to be careful about when you are doing the sleeve, that when you will get it after the cutting, this curve which you are seeing right now over here, this should be on the top, because in that case our design will come like this. Okay, so this is the correct direction. Now the lower area of the sleeve, that is this is the area that is near your hand, the wrist. You need to leave around 1 inch over here, Okay, so bit you are going to leave. Why? Because this is the marking. This much area will be required for the tailor to fold. Okay, so this much area you are going to leave from here. So leaving this area, so I am going to start my first. So I am leaving around, see, you are seeing this line, this much area I am leaving here, roughly this much. Okay, and I will place my design from here, and just under the design I will keep my carbon paper like this. Okay, and then just simply, as you have seen earlier also, you just have to draw once over the design, which I will show you now for both the arms in a time lapse. Now we are absolutely ready to start the coloring process. For that I must acquaint you with the material which I am going to use now. The first thing which I will like to show you is this Camel Medium 2. This is actually a medium. Now medium means the color is going to get mixed in this. Now what is the color? My color is this. This is an acrylic color. This is gold shade. You can see this is gold shade, and I'll open and show you. This is in form of a powder. Can you see? I will just pour in the cap and show you. See, like this. Now this is not liquid, this is like a dry powder. See. After this I will show you the brush. So I'm using a very fine tip round brush here. This is number 0. You can use number 0, number 1 or 000 brush according to your pattern. If your pattern is very fine, select a 000. If it is okay, you select a 0 number. If it is a bigger one size, then you can select number 1 or number 2 brush. Now this extra brush I am just keeping. This is not so very good brush. You can see the bristles. So this is an old brush which I am just using to mix my this powder gold dust with the medium. I am also using, you can see these two frames I have kept here. So this is small and this is big frame. You use any size of frame which you have at home. It is just that I had a big frame, so I am using it. It will be more convenient for me to do the painting work with the help of the bigger frame. Other than this, I just need one like this, any box. You can see this has a cap. So if you have some extra gold color which is left, you can just cover it and keep it. Like you can see already I have mixed some gold which I was doing yesterday, and this was left, so I just covered it and kept it, and now I am reusing this. So let's start the process. I'll tell you how to mix the color first. Take first thing is your, like this, the first thing which is to be done is taking the medium and just pour a bit of medium here, roughly like 1 spoon. Okay, just like 1 spoon. And then take the gold dust, take in your cap first and pour it inside. Now mix this nicely. So when you will mix it, you will come to know whether you need some more medium or you need some more dust. Okay, that is why I am showing you how to mix it. And if you don't want to do this process, there is another gold color, fabric color, which is available, that is already in liquid form. But the only thing which I would like to tell you here, that the gold which is ready made is a little lighter in shade, and the one which I am using right now, this gold powder or gold dust which I call it, this is a little more brighter and louder in shade. Now you see, can you see the liquidity of my color? Yes, and blend it properly so that the dust and the medium, they are mixing properly. So just finish doing that, and I will leave this brush aside. Also I will leave the color aside, vacant my area, and I will use a bigger frame because it is going to save time. You can also use small frame like this. Okay, now very simple thing which I have to do here is open the cloth and place the design upside like this. See now my design is placed upwards, and I will put the frame. See, now you need to stretch the cloth a bit from all the side, but when you are doing that, see that you are not stretching it too hard, otherwise your cloth will spoil. If you feel that somewhere it is taking lot of energy to stretch it, you can just lose your frame from here, just loosen it a bit, and then you can stretch it again. See, okay, only this much, and see, we are ready now for the coloring process. Very simple it is. You just need to take your fine brush and start applying your color here. Please remember, not even a drop of water you are going to add anywhere. Yes, drop of water will become a great problem here. So please do not use water in the entire process of coloring. Yes, if you want to sometime wash your brush, please wash it and then pat it dry very nicely, because single drop of water in your brush or on your cloth will just ruin your art here. So make sure that there is no water droplets anywhere, either in the color or on the brush or on the cloth itself. So you just need to fill this. It's a very easy painting, and your suit is going to look very elegant. Customized dress, huh? No one else will have a dress like this. What pleasure it gives, no? Making your own dress, designing your own suit. So interesting it is. A good way of spending your time creatively. The rest, I guess, we can see in a time lapse to save some time.
So I've shown you how easy and simple it is to paint like this golden your design on the cloth, and the same process will be done on the entire front of the kurta which you are seeing right now, at the back which I had shown you, and also on the sleeves. Right here in front of you is the design which I have made on my sleeves, and I will show you how beautiful and how trendy I will make it now using neon shades. So you can see this beautiful green and the beautiful pink here. Now these are neon colors, right? So these colors I will use very randomly somewhere in the design, and I'm sure it's going to look awesome. So let's try it. First I will start with the green color. So I don't need much. I'm directly taking from the cap of the color, and this dot I'm going to make neon green, and this also I'm going to make neon green like this. See how beautiful it's looking now. And after this I'm going to take my neon pink. See, it's written neon color, and again I will take the cap and take another brush, fine one, and with the cap only I will use the color, and this area I will pink, make it pink, neon pink. You must be wondering, no, first I have done golden in the base, now I am adding neon pink. Why I am doing so? Actually this is a very dark color cloth which I am using is dark maroon. If directly I will add neon pink or green to it, it will not show as much. It needs a base. So now you can see the golden color here has acted as a base. So on top of that, when I have done this neon pink and neon green, it has come bright. But if I would have done it directly on the cloth, the color would not have shown that beautiful. So the same process will be continued in the back, in the front, and on the sleeves, all over where I have made this design. Please pay attention to it that you are not going to wash this fabric. After 72 hours, you are going to reverse iron the fabric. I am extending the time. It is not actually 72 hours. It is less. You can do it 24 hours also, but I am saying 72 hours or 3 days because it will give you a better effect. So, and ironing is reverse ironing, not from the front, from the back of the fabric. And then you give to the tailor for stitching, because the tailor will just iron on top of it, which you need to tell him that this should not be done. So first reverse iron yourself, then give for stitching. And now let's see how does the final product looks like.
Now you must have seen how easy and simple it is to make this suit. And what a beauty! Yes, the suit looks elegant, very beautiful. I'm sure you all will definitely give a try and make this for your own self. Stay tuned for more creative videos. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Stay home, stay safe, stay happy always.